wide, getting a couple of goals, a lot of shot attempts. Josh S. was in that mix too. Did you see that play out this weekend the way you thought it would, and how can that continue to grow?
It's going to have to. I mean, I think that's the strength of our team is that defensive group. I think our forwards did a really good job of using our D, especially in the offensive zone. That first goal on Friday night, Johnson got it back to the top, and those guys at the back end have a lot of confidence offensively, and they did get a lot of our scoring chances came from those guys. So it is something we'll just have to keep, making sure that we keep that as part of our offense, and hopefully have the same kind of results. We got a lot of goals off rebounds. I thought our forwards, it goes hand in hand. The forwards have to get to the net, and lots of those goals, we made it hard on that goalie. That's probably one of the top 3 goalies in the country, and we made it really hard on him. And with the traffic we had, with the rebounds, we were able to get to the nets for the rebounds, beat their defenders to the net. But yeah, the defense have to be a big part of our offense.
Could you have asked for more out of a season-opening series against a really good team?
No, I think the one thing we knew going in was that we were going to work hard and play hard. I think that's the kids, that freshmen, everybody. This last 6 weeks of getting ready for the season, that's been their MO, is working and battling, and first exhibition game they showed that. So that's kind of the identity of our team. So I knew we'd play hard. I didn't know how much success we'd have. I think that we are young enough to not really know some of the things that are good not to know. Like BC's a heck of a team, and I don't think our guys realized if they were playing BC or Victoria or whoever. I think they just went out and played. And I think that the really key point of the series was after they got the 3 goals late in the second period, we came out in the third period and we played the same way we did really all 60 minutes. Those 3 goals, they got 2 power play goals. They got a break off, one bounced off our guy's skate. And instead of going back on our heels or wondering, oh no, something bad's going to happen again, they just went out and played again. And that was probably the most exciting thing about the weekend was the response, going in between periods and coming back out in the third and probably playing our best period of the weekend.
The fourth line brought you some production as well as the energy that you knew you were going to have the energy from them. The production, was that surprising? Was that more than you expected, or is that just kind of what goes with that group?
When you play hard and you use the assets that you have, and that's work, using the points like you said, crashing the net, good things will happen, and those guys can all score. But when you jump up from juniors to playing college hockey, how long that takes to turn into production, you never really know. And to get off to a good start on how you played the game and be able to contribute as well on the score sheet, I think is a big boost for them. But it's a credit to them on them being ready for that opportunity. So that was exciting. I think the funnest part about the weekend as well was watching the excitement of the other guys when those guys did score. And I think that's what we build as a team, when you start to see the guys that don't score get more excited when their teammates score. And I thought that was pretty evident throughout the weekend as well.
My voice left in Ann Arbor, so it's coming tomorrow. The new rankings are out. You're number 15. Do rankings matter, or is there a psychological benefit to having that little number next to you?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the only thing that matters is that we focus on our team getting better. And like I said, I don't think our team knew we played number 12 Boston College. We just went out and played and worried about ourselves. And again, I think the team that we will emulate or look to emulate was that team 2 years ago in the football team when they started with LSU. As LSU was a 4-3, and to me, Boston College is a 4-3. And we passed test 1. We played the right way, and yeah, you want to gain confidence, but you also want to keep things in perspective, because there's going to be another challenge this weekend against Clarkson in St. Lawrence, and then the following weekend it's going to be Michigan Tech. The following week it's going to be North Dakota. Week after week after week, we're going to play, top teams. And I guess the most important thing is that we find ways to keep getting better and face each challenge, similar to the way that Paul's team did a couple years ago.
I know you had talked about getting Daniel Lebedev some work, whether it was last weekend, maybe this weekend. Has that plan been set yet?
It's the plan, but like everything else, we were planning on playing Daniel Saturday, and Jack, plays a great game, gets a shutout on Friday night, and as soon as the game's over, we said, well, wait a minute, we better rethink this, and Jack was great. He gave up 4 goals, but played a great Saturday too, and so Daniel will be ready. Plans are he'll probably play one of the games this weekend, but we'll wait and see how Friday's game goes.
And Tony, it's just a real tiny statistical snapshot, but when you see 2 of your defensemen +5 on a night when you give up 7, what do you get out of that?
I don't know that I've ever seen that, actually. So I heard about it after the game. Those guys were solid for sure. They made a lot of things happen offensively to be on the ice for 5 even strength goals. So it was, I think our defensive group as a whole, the whole weekend was really, really solid. I thought all the pairs contributed. Those guys benefited from making some great plays offensively and obviously played really solid defensively. And they got some saves from Jack when they needed him. So sometimes the plus-minus thing gets a little bit out of whack. There's guys that sometimes are -2 and play a great game. And I know that both those guys, +5 were outstanding. And but that's a big number against even against a team. I mean, to be honest with you, we scored 10 goals. 2 of them were empty net. The goalie who played against Wall, I don't think he's going to give up 5 goals in a game again this year. He's as good as they come in college hockey. He's probably an NHL goalie in a year or two. And the way you did it is you had to work for him. And we paid the price shift after shift. We went to the net. And probably 5 of those goals were direct rebounds, maybe 6 of them. Seamus scored a goal that got disallowed because the whistle blew quick on Friday night as well by paying a price at the net. And like I said, I think that's the kind of team we have to be, and it's the kind of team we were with paying the price to make some offense happen, including, really all 4 lines.
You didn't get a look at Jack Gorniak in the exhibition, but from last weekend, what did you see from him? He wasn't maybe as much of a contributor offensively as some of the other guys were in getting pucks there.
Open the door and let them go. The kids can skate. And you saw the play he made on Friday night, I'm sorry. He blocks a shot in his own end, goes down on a 2-on-1, blows out of the zone, blows by 2 guys, and then had enough poise to pull up and wait for the 3rd guy entering the zone to hit Messner for that goal. So it was a great play for a freshman kid, and I don't know how many turnovers he caused on the back check. I don't know how many great defensive plays he made, but he was a big factor on both nights. He skates great. I mean, he's hard to play against. I mean, he's on the forecheck. Puck comes out of your end. The next thing you know, he finds a way to, be in their way all the time. And so he was very impactful on the weekend.
On a different topic from your team, Mark reached a milestone over the weekend, winning as coach in NCAA history. Coaches talk about, if you're there a long time, the numbers add up and there's longevity and all this other stuff. There's a way to write that off. But what should we appreciate about that, about a coach doing something like that?
Well, I think first and foremost, he's the full package. He did it as a player. He did it as a player at this university. He went on to represent our university through the Olympics, through his professional career. He came back, worked with the men's team, jumped over to the women's team. And really, when you think of Wisconsin athletics and you think of people that have been impactful to our programs and our athletic department, what he's done for all of us that have been lucky enough to watch him, coach alongside him, see what he's done for our programs and our university has been incredible. So that's just another great accomplishment by him. It's not surprising that he continues to reach new milestones and have special days like that. And I think we just should appreciate it and smile and know that we're lucky enough to have him be part of our program and represent us so well for so long.